The best Nintendo Switch games of all time. Now that Switch is coming to a close and Switch 2 is on the way, at least being announced, revealed / showcased at Nintendo Direct next month, April, we're gonna talk about the best Switch game, top 20 edition, but not just top 20 edition. We're looking at a mainstream perspective. What do mainstream people want to actually induce when it comes down to this Nintendo Switch best games, man? So Rolling Stone is doing a list. We're gonna give our insights, and y'all can live y'all's insights also. Like, comment below, like, do whatever y'all want to do, man. Like, let's debate, let's have some fun. It's gaming time, Nintendo style. Coming in at number 20 is Luigi's Mansion 3. Rightfully so. We gotta have Luigi's Mansion in this game. Luigi's Mansion 3, I gotta agree with that. That is pretty nice, so I gotta give him a heads up on that. Coming in at number 19 is Pokemon Legends Arceus. With Legends ZA being revealed and showing us some pretty cool stuff when it comes down to the Switch 2 release. Arceus is up there and being the best Pokemon game possibly of all time right now due to how different it was and the approach to it. So I'm thinking Legends ZA is really gonna just, I don't know, man. It was the color palettes, the scheme of it, the outlook of it, the prequel vibes of what Arceus did. But either way, it's on this list, and ZA, I believe, is gonna really capitalize on that, man. So yeah, number 18, Kirby in the Forgotten Land. Hey, we gotta have a Kirby up in there. You know how that goes. The music, the ambiance is so great when it comes to Kirby overall in totality. Forgotten Land, instant classic, man. 17, Bayonetta 3. We all know how that goes. That series in general is just good. So Bayonetta 3, I agree. Probably some people might switch it off to maybe OG, but either way, easy. That's an easy choice. Number 16, Super Mario Maker 2. Huge. That game still gets very great when it comes to an audience to this day. Super Mario Maker 2, just making everything, the challenges, the components, the vibe. We always just, it's Mario at its best when it's the creative version. It's like a Fortnite creative, but Mario version, right? And we love that. So Super Mario Maker 2, always, for sure. Coming in at number 15 is Pikmin 4. I never really dove deep into Pikmin, but I have no doubt that this game really backs up the hype it does get. Never really been a huge Pikmin 4 person, but I still like that on the list for sure. I can agree with it being on the list at least. Number 14, Monster Hunter Rise. Man, that right there, and it's hard because this was originally a Switch version before it went to consoles. But of course, it's always going to be like compared to Monster Hunter World. But Monster Hunter Rise, we got to go with that. Regardless, that's something that is very much to have them imported into like a Switch Virtue. It was really cool. Next, we got number 13, Astral Chain. Never played Astral Chain, but there's a lot of noise around that game. Never played it, so y'all gotta let me know. Number 13, Astral Chain. Number 12, Super Mario Bros. Wonder. 100% gave us back our platform that we do love. They went to the highest notion of creativity when it comes down to your OG traditional type Mario games, your platformer, your 2D platformer, and it's very inviting. Some people don't know if they really like the elephant aspect of it, but all in all, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, one of my favorite games on the Switch to this day, and I definitely agree with that game being on here. Number 11, Fire Emblem Three Houses. I've never played that personally. I don't even know if I've ever really, I don't know. Have I played that game? Fire Emblem Three Houses? Y'all gotta let me know in the comments, man, about that. But number 11 comes up, Fire Emblem Three Houses. I personally don't remember playing it. Is that early on in this life cycle? Like 2018? Is that what it was? Man, that's a long time ago if you think about that. And then number 10 is Xenoblade Chronicles 3. We're getting the definitive edition soon, so it's only right that this is on a list, of course, but rightfully so. Number 10, like that's a number 10 that I will always agree with. That game and Bayonetta are just like so good. There's no way to even doubt any of those games ever in these life cycles. Like, the franchises are so dope. Coming in at number 9, Splatoon 3. Very deserved. Splatoon is so fun. I don't even want to spoil too much on that game. Get into Splatoon 3 if you haven't played it. Such a great time. And a lot of these games, of course, like, due to, like, on the list, like, if you play, never mind, we'll talk more about it after this. Number 8, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Makes me sad that this game's number 8 on a list, but we are talking about all Switch games, so the Switch has a huge library of games. Coming at number 8 is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I love it. one of my personal favorites. It's easily the selling point when it comes to the Nintendo Switch. The graphics still look great, although it's a Wii port. It's phenomenal. You know, I know people like to talk about like Scarlet Violet in terms of graphics and delivery and how it actually looks. But when you look at Mario Kart 8, it's like, damn, you really feel like you're still playing a future generational type Nintendo console when you see the graphics and the artwork in there. Number 7 is Animal Crossing New Horizons. Need I say more? Everybody knows this game for sure. Number 6, Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Wow. Coming in at number 6, that's a good one, man. That might be an argument pretty soon. Number 5, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, the glorious GOAT, possibly game of all time, especially with all of these games basically on this list. They have crossovers with everybody. Ultimate is, going back to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Ultimate, these games are possibly going to be impossible to top in their future. Rather, no matter how many more like sequels they make to these games, the Deluxe and the Ultimate side of these games, like it so much characters, so much content, so much things to do. It's like, what do you do next to even top these type of games? It sounds like all of these were just love letters, or at least the Deluxe and Ultimate were love letters to these franchises that whatever they make next, it's so hard to not be compared to these being the greatest of all time, you know? So, number 5, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Number 4, Tetris 99. I know a lot of people are mixed when it comes to Tetris 99. Rightfully so. I like this game. I think it deserves to be there if you're just an overall gamer. 3, Super Mario Odyssey. I agree. Probably will be higher than this next game that's gonna be named for me, but yeah, Super Mario Odyssey. Come on, man. Us 64 fan. That's a love letter to Mario 64 fans that played OG Mario 64. Also like Mario Sunshine and all that. Odyssey was just like that on steroids that we really loved, man. It just gave us everything 3D Mario that we could ever ask for. Number 2 is Metroid Dread. If you're just a fan of Metroidvania games, this is obviously the leading person when it comes to that type of stuff. They're literally called Metroidvania games. Anything like the Prince of Persia OG games and all, like every type of platformer game that you're looking into, Metroid, of course, Super Metroid back in the day, Metroid Dread being this phenomenal version of that. Well, there you go. It's number 2. I'd put Odyssey over this, but I don't agree with any Metroid titles. Number 1, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild wins this list, and I have to really say, well deserved. I think Breath of the Wild was just a breath of fresh air for this game. It was brand new, and what we saw how Switch could push its limits, and then Tears of the Kingdom is basically like a 1.5 version of that, or an actual sequel if you want to call it for sure. But I feel it's a huge like DLC type of what Breath of the Wild is, and Zelda is Zelda at the end of the day. Like, we know Zelda is just always going to deliver something when it comes down to those games. Well deserved being number 1 from a mainstream facet list. This being Rolling Stone. There's some gamers. I believe a lot of these should be on these lists. Like, there's like maybe 3 I haven't played out of 20. Damn. Shout out No Life, right? I gotta go touch grass, bro. Some people played all these games, so shout out to you too. But I don't think I played like 3 games out of these 20, and I would have to say I still heard the noise, and I've done research on a lot of these. So a lot of them, this is a very valid list. I probably agree with almost everything except for like Odyssey and Metroid Dread. Just because Nintendo always, like, Mario's always the baby face of Nintendo. I can even put Odyssey at 1 and put Breath of the Wild at 2. But all in all, this list is really cool, so I'll go ahead and kind of just show y'all the list right here so y'all can see it, right? Like, that's pretty sick right there, man. The list is right there, the full list, 20 all the way through 1. Let me move my mouse right here real quick. But yeah, y'all gotta be letting me know what's up. Like, for Rolling Stone being this mainstream outlook, they gave us a solid list that is very, very, very much respectable. It has credibility in here, so whoever is in here that did this actual article deserves for the gamers, man, showing love to us. But y'all let us know y'all's insights, and I appreciate y'all, man, and y'all have a good one. Don't forget to hit that subscribe, or just thumbs up, or just drop your comment on what you think about this. What's your number 1 go-to game, and what's last on the list for you, man? Let me know. Appreciate y'all. Peace.